Hi, I'm Shane Melach from IMimpact.com and welcome to my supplemental video for my SIG Submitter review. So SIG Submitter, this is this tool that we're looking at the website of right now, and here's the tool itself. Once you install it and open it up, this is what you'll see. SIG Submitter is a submitter that was originally built for building forum profile backlinks and has since been expanded to build all kinds of other backlinks as well. And I have to say right away, this tool is pretty complex. It does a lot of things. It's highly customizable. In this video, I want to give you a quick walkthrough just to give you an impression of how the tool works and kind of what it does, what it looks like. But I can't really go into full detail on everything this tool does. That would take way too long. So for more detail, also check out my written review. But let's have a look at this. These tabs here are what you'll be mainly working with once you've set up like your basic options. So you create profiles, and in these profiles you can auto-generate this this information here. It's the typical kind of thing, right, for these link building tools. You set up an email address, you set up a profile that you're going to use for your submissions. You set up your CAPTCHA solving info. And one interesting thing here is that you can actually set up 3 different ones, or actually 4 different ones, and you can give them priorities. So you can, you can say try solving the CAPTCHA using this service first. If that doesn't work, hop to the next service, and so on. And you can also set up proxies, and it even comes with its own harvester where you can go and find and test free proxies. So that's where you can set up this basic information, and then up here you have the profile submitter, RSS submitter, directory submitter, article submitter, and so on. Now here's the thing, these are not, it's not like you simply have the profile submitter with one list of profiles and the RSS submitter with one list of RSS directories and so on. Instead, each of these modules is like a basic module that's almost a whole link building tool in itself, because the most basic thing you can do is if you go to the profile submitter and you open a site list, you open a package and you get some packages, some site lists with SIG Submitter, and you can also download new ones, and I'm going to show you that in a second. But you open one of these packages, and this would be one of these packages, which is just a list of forums you can submit to. And you can also customize these, and there's a so-called list wizard over here where you can actually set up a template or download a template. So let's say for a specific type of forum, a forum platform like SMF, you'd have a template for SMF forums. You load that, and then you can copy or paste in a list of URLs, a list of SMF forums, to which you can then turn into your own packet basically, and use the profile submitter to do the submissions. Okay, if this seems slightly complicated, that's what I meant when I said this is a rather complex tool. And in conjunction with something like Scrapebox, you can build almost unlimited amounts and types of links with this. But again, let's go back to the basics. I've loaded this simple package here. I'm going to tell it to run 8 threads in parallel. I'm going to tell it to register the sites and do nothing else for now. Just register an account with these sites. Now I set up some content. So I set up a link and the title of those links, and I can set up a signature, text, tags, and a personal motto. And some of the templates will also use custom fields, and you'll have to refer to the instructions whether or not you need to use any of these custom fields. I'm going to make a break in the video right here, set up some of these fields, and then show you a submission process. Alright, with that set up, I'm going to set CAPTCHA to automatic. I'm going to keep the thread display hidden. This is simply whether or not you want to show, or whether or not you want to see the actual browser window open, and so on. You can keep that hidden, which makes it a bit more convenient. In some cases, if you want to check for errors, you might want to make it visible so you can see where the registration process is going wrong. Now I'm going to select a few of these profiles, check these, and tell it to get started with the registration process. And now this is just working in the background. You can see what's happening here. It's doing, in parallel, it's doing 8 submissions at the same time, and since I've set up a CAPTCHA account, it should also automatically solve CAPTCHAs. Now these boxes that are appearing here, these are a different type of anti-spam measure. different from this normal CAPTCHAs, and it's actually producing these here. So calculate 17 plus 2, this is one I can actually solve. This one I have no idea, so I'll have to cancel this one. The standard image CAPTCHAs, it will solve automatically if you set it up with Death by CAPTCHA or dCAPTCHA or one of the other CAPTCHA solving services. Alright, and then you can see it tells me whether the registration was successful or whether it's still working or whether it failed, and if it failed, why it failed. Depending on what package you use and where you get it from, you might get a very high or a very low success rate. Alright, then in the next step I can tell it to go and check the emails, so to see if there are any emails that need to be confirmed. So what it goes is it goes and logs into the email account I set up, and it goes and clicks on any confirmation links it finds inside emails. Okay, now that's done as well. And then there's also a submit, a pinger, and a keep alive function. Now the submission function would be, that's when it goes into the accounts and sets up a signature file, or the signature with another backlink inside, which is pretty cool that this is separate, because it means you can do a two-pass setup. You can the first time around you can go and set up the actual accounts, then you can wait and maybe after a week or two go and set up the actually submit the links. And the reason this might be helpful is because if you don't have links inside your profiles right away, they look less spammy and there's a better chance of them not getting deleted. Then the pinger is, as you can imagine, it just pings the links. And the keep alive function is it goes in and logs into the accounts so that there seems to be some account activity, which again makes them look more like real accounts and less like spammy accounts. Now this is a quick example of what the profile submitter looks like. And again, the list of profiles you see here is just one list of profiles. You can get many others. Then you have you can create and post RSS feeds to RSS directories. You can post links to link directories. You can submit articles to article directories. You can create social bookmarks, and you can do blog commenting using this as well. Plus, and this is something I mentioned before, so for every one of these there's always this site list option. You can click on open and you can open a site list if you have one. And if you don't have one, you either scrape it together yourself, so you use something like Scrapebox to find these sites you can submit to, or you go to their forum. If we look at the forum here, this is a support forum, and there's a buy and sell packets and wizard templates forum and a free packets and wizard templates forum. So here is where you can download various site lists and packets. Okay, so here's 212,000 auto-approved blogs for the blog submitter, 121 directory listings where you can get a directory link, 230 WordPress comment love and keyword love blogs. So these are all links, link packets that you can download and then load into SIG-Submitter to do submissions. And the same here, you can also buy some, so that this is the community, people in the community selling these packages, where you can buy packages of links and also wizard templates. So here, for example, Coppermind photo commenting template. This is apparently some type of photo platform where someone had put together a wizard template, which means you can go and scrape sites using this photo platform and create your own site lists using this template. Okay. All right, I hope that makes sense. Now, if you want to get more information about that, just head on over to the forums where all of this profile and template and so on stuff is explained in a bit more detail. But that's basically it. And I think, if there's one thing you take away from it, you see the user interface here. You see how it does the submissions. You see that it's very, very flexible and very customizable. And you also see that it requires, SIG-Submitter requires a lot of, kind of manual work in the setup process, because you'll be scraping link lists or buying link lists, and you'll be setting these up. You'll be setting up these profiles. You'll be doing registrations and cleaning up the lists, kicking out the ones that don't register properly, and all that kind of thing. And if you put in all that work, it's actually a very, very potent tool, because SIG-Submitter can do all sorts of link submissions to all sorts of platforms that most other link building tools can't actually submit to. All right, that was my quick overview of SIG-Submitter. For more details, or if you have any questions or comments, head on over to my full review on imimpact.com.